Exercise number 3. Grammar focus. Infinitive complements. In this exercise, we will have infinitive complements. Let's start to listen.
Page 79. Exercise 3. Grammar focus. Infinitive complements.
What should you do for a cold?
It's important to get a lot of rest.
It's sometimes helpful to eat garlic soup.
It's a good idea to take some vitamin C.
Listen again.
Page 79. Exercise grammar focus. Infinitive complements.
What should you do for a cold?
It's important to get a lot of rest.
It's sometimes helpful to eat garlic soup.
It's a good idea to take some vitamin C.
Infinitive complements. Infinitive main verb. We have here two, a conversation between two. A. What should you do for a cold? What should you do for plus a disease? What should you do for a cold? What should you do for a backache? What should you do for a headache? It's important to get a lot of rest. It's sometimes helpful to eat garlic soup. It's a good idea to take some vitamin C. A, B. Let's check this PowerPoint presentation. Infinitive complements. Infinitive complements. Infinitive, American infinitive, main verb. A main verb which I use it to complete a sentence. Infinitive complements. A. What should you do for a cold? I have a cold. What should you do for a cold? Ahmed, what should you do for a cold? Ibrahim, Ali, Muhammad. Ibrahim, it's important to see a doctor. See, Ali, it's helpful to get a lot of rest. To get a lot of rest. T, soft D, a lot of. T, soft D, and F of V. It's helpful to get a lot of rest. Muhammad, it's a good idea to get some medicine. It's a good idea to buy some medicine. A asks, what should you do for a cold? It's important to see a doctor. It's helpful to get a lot of rest. It's a good idea to get some medicine. So here it's important, it's helpful, it's a good idea to plus infinitive. To get, to see. A. What should you do for plus a disease? What should you do for a cold? What should you do for a headache? Headache, pains in head. This is headache. He has a headache. What should you do for a headache? What should you do for a cough? Cough. GHF. Cough. Cough. This is cough. What should you do for a cough? What should you do for a backache? Backache. Pains in back. Pains in back. B. It's important to. It's helpful to. It's a good idea to plus infinitive. Infinitive main verb. Infinitive complements. What should you do for a toothache? Toothache, pains in teeth. It's important to see a dentist. A dentist, this is a dentist. A dentist, a doctor who cures teeth. It's helpful to get some aspirin. It's a good idea to get some medicine. Again, what should you do for a toothache? It's important to see a dentist. It's helpful to get some aspirin. It's helpful to get some aspirin. It's a good idea to get some medicine. A. Look at these health problems. Choose several pieces of good advice for each problem. For every problem, you write advice. The problem here, a sore throat. Sore throat. This is sore throat. Pains in throat. Fever. Fever, you're hot. You have high temperature. Fever. Toothache. Toothache, pains in teeth. Pains in teeth. A burn. A burn, this is burn. Hot coffee spill in your skin, in your hand. When hot coffee pours or spills in your hand, in your skin, this is burn. Burn, fire, burn. Problem, a sore throat. Advice, sore throat. A. Take some vitamin C. It's important to take some vitamin C. C. Drink lots of liquids. It's helpful to drink lots of liquids. D. Go to bed and rest. It's a good idea to go to bed and rest. I. It's helpful to see a doctor. J. It's important to get some medicine. Number 1, sore throat. Answers A, C, D, I, J. For one exercise, you can choose 4 or 5 answers for every disease. B, a cough. A, take some vitamin C. It's helpful to take some vitamin C. D. Go to bed and rest. It's important to go to bed and rest. I. See a doctor. It's important to see a doctor. J. It's a good idea to get some medicine. A cough. A, D, I, J. A backache. A backache. The answers B, D, E, G, I. Backache, pains in back. You have 3 answers. B, D, E, G, I. All of these diseases, general answer, it's important to see a doctor. It's helpful to get some medicine. I can use advice like it's important to see a doctor. It's helpful to get some medicine. General answers. Also, it's a good idea to go to bed and rest. It's a good idea to go to bed and rest. It's important to see a doctor. It's helpful to get some medicine. Fever. This is fever. Fever, high temperature. Thermometer. Thermometer. This is thermometer. Fever, number 4. The answers C, D, G, I, J. For fever, it's important to drink lots of liquids. It's a good idea to go to bed and rest. It's helpful to get some aspirin. A toothache. Toothache, pains in teeth. For a toothache, the answers G, H, I. It's important to see a dentist. A dentist, doctor for curing teeth. I, it's important to see a doctor. G, it's important to take some aspirin. 6. Bad headache. A bad headache, pains in head. A pains in head. Pains in head. The answers D, G, J. D, G, and J. It's helpful to go to bed and rest. It's important to take some aspirin. It's a good idea to get some medicine. A burn. A burn. This is burn. Burn. A burn. For burn, the answers B, F, I, J. It's important to put some ointment on it. A burn. This is a burn. Hot. Hot liquids. Hot coffee. Hot tea. Comes in your skin. For burn, the answers B, F, I, J. It's important to put some ointment in it. F. It's important to put it under cold water. To put it under cold water. Put it. T, soft D. Cold water. And water, T, soft D. R or double R. I. It's important to see a doctor. J. It's a good idea to get some medicine. The flu. The flu. Answers C, D, G, I, J. C. It's important to drink lots of liquids. D. It's helpful to go to bed and rest. G. It's important to take some aspirin. I. It's important to see a doctor. J. It's a good idea to get some medicine. C. Write advice for these problems. He'll use this advice in exercise 4. He will use this advice in exercise 4. A cold. For a cold, it's a good idea to see a doctor. Sore eyes. Sore eyes, inflammations in eyes. It's a good idea to see an oculist. An oculist, doctor for eyes. Doctor who cures eyes. Sore muscles. Sore muscles, pains in muscles. It's important to put cream. It's important to get some cream. It's helpful to get some ointment. Sunburn. Sunburn, you have fever because you walk for a long time in the sun. It's helpful to get a shower. It's helpful to get a long hot. For sunburn, it's helpful to get a cold shower, to get a long pass, a long cold path.